Hello, my name is Tara Sauerbrei, and I'm going to be talking to you about Chapter 14, which is mobile marketing. Basically, what it's about is the rise of mobile communications. Actually, more than 95% of the world's population has a mobile phone subscription, so we've kind of reached a new wave of marketing as in businesses, as in other communities. So basically, what I'm going to be talking about is how that's been implemented. So a couple of points I'm going to touch on is buyer convenience, and within that I'm going to be talking about making your site mobile friendly, building your audience via mobile, keeping it simple, and some mobile marketing efficiency techniques. So in this day and age, everyone is on their phones, so it's very important that companies make their sites mobile friendly. Everyone is on their phones and they click on their website on their phone, so it's really important to have an HTML code specific to phones so that if they click on the website, the formatting is correct and it looks clean. And people accessing this website are often on a phone plan, which means they have limited data, which costs them money. So that means you want to have the most important information on the very front page of your mobile website so that people don't have to scroll to get certain information, so that the information that's most important is sitting right there for them to see. So the next point about buyer convenience that I'm going to be talking to you about is building your audience via mobile. So one way to really efficiently do this is through SMS codes. It's basically sending a text message. So this is a very user-friendly way of building your customer base. It's basically you go into the restaurant or the clothing shop or whatever company you're going into, and you sign up for their mailing list, and this allows them to text you maybe coupons or good deals or just any information about the company that's relevant, also with incentives to have you come in. And this is a free way for the company to increase their customer base, and it's also very efficient for the customers, and they can also be incentivized with coupons and good deals from the customer or from the company. So it's a very efficient way. So this third point that I'm going to talk about is actually one of the most important points, and it's keeping it simple. So a lot of the times people that are on their phones have very short attention spans, so you're going to want to just include the information that's the most important on your mobile site, especially when they initially click on that page, and you're going to need to capture their attention quickly. If you capture their attention with the mobile site, you have a greater chance of maintaining an effective company-customer relationship because you captured their attention at that initial interaction. And most of the times, mobile users, you have within 5 seconds to capture their attention or they're going to move on. So it's really important to keep that first information that they see very simple, and only the important information that they're going to need. So now I'm going to go into a couple of mobile marketing efficiency techniques. One of them is geolocations, and this is basically tracking locations of the customers through GPS. And marketers use this provided information to pinpoint their specific wants and needs, which is very individualized marketing. So they make it very personalized, and this is just a good way to create a good relationship with your customer. And a good example of a company that uses geolocation is Foursquare, and basically they give you a reward for using this app if you go into a restaurant and you show proof that they use Foursquare. So it kind of builds a good relationship with the customer, and it also provides incentives for the customer to use it. The last technique I'm going to touch on is Wi-Fi network names, which actually took me by surprise when I saw this in the book, but it's actually a very effective way of reaching out to new customers, and it's changing your network name so that when they're trying to connect to a Wi-Fi, they see the name of the network, and it's kind of gives an idea of what the company could be. So you can make it funny, you can make it just kind of give new customers an insight of what the company is, and I think it's just more personalized, and the network name can really represent the company without prior knowledge of that company, which I think was very important. So in conclusion, Chapter 14 really just touches on the increase in mobile marketing techniques over the past couple years, especially with this rise in mobile marketing. And it also kind of touches on the efficient use of mobile devices and how that can enhance customer relationships and how important that is, and also how easy it is to increase your customer base just through certain techniques that the company can follow.
All right, so chapter 23 was all about search engine marketing. And that's basically like every marketer's dream, because the customer's already looking for the thing that the marketer's trying to sell. Basically, whenever you are looking for something to buy, you go on Google, you type it in. That's basically what search engine marketing is kind of structuring the results in the best possible way to market your brand or whatever product you're trying to sell, so that when someone searches for a certain object or a certain product or a certain service, yours is the first that pops up. A great example of that is the couple of ads that always pop up right away whenever you type something into Google. So a couple of definitions real quick. For search engine marketing, as I just kind of went over, is using search engines to reach your buyers directly. Then we have an SEO, also known as search engine optimization, which is the art and science of ensuring that the words and phrases on your site, blog, or any other content are found by the search engines. So basically what the search engine algorithm deems important. So search engine advertising is when a marketer pays to have advertising appear in search engines when a user types in a particular phrase. So basically just paying to have your product pop up if a certain keywords are used in the search. Further on into this SEO, to build great content for your buyers, you want to make sure that you identify those keywords and phrases. And a lot of times it would be good to do testing to find out what people typically like to type in when they're looking for something that they may not be able to describe perfectly, or if they're not looking for a specific product, like a specific branded product, like if they're just typing in generalization. Those keywords and phrases are really something you want to lock down to make sure that your product, is the first thing to pop up, because you can't pay, obviously, most companies don't have the budget to actually pay to have a ton of stuff come up, have like a big dictionary of keywords and phrases. So you kind of have to minimize it sometimes depending on your budget. And you want to take all factors into consideration for the engine algorithm. You want to take the URL, the tags, metadata, inbound links, things that people might be sharing with each other, anything that can get them to your product. Next, you want to really focus on the landing page. So the landing page of your website, you want to make sure that the content is displayed accurately and is displayed right up front and in a way that makes it pop out to the customer. And you also want to really, really hark on the fact that the content displayed right away is what was actually searched, because a lot of the times you get something that is called a bait and switch in the chapter, and that is basically where the customer is confronted with right away when they click on your website, is confronted with something that they didn't search for, and very often that will immediately make them leave the website. So you really want to make sure that the first thing they click on that landing page, or that link, depending on if it's a link within your website, that it's the product that they were looking for. Specific content to enlighten and inform people who just clicked on your website. So, even you want to further on build upon that. So get them the product they're looking for, and then build your website or your landing page in such a way that you are also able to market your other products or get across other information that you'd like your customers to know on that same landing page or within, direct view of that product. And most importantly, you should do some research and make sure that the landing page is built so it looks like it's built from a buyer's perspective. That is very important. So you want to make sure your content is short. These are just a couple of pointers real quick. You want to make sure your content is short. Give your page your company's look, feel, and tone. So you want to get across your company's just like general vibe and feeling, so that there's continuity across all the product, using the same font a lot of the times, using the same colors, using the same verbiage is really important. Customer reviews and quotes, that's always really important. You see that on a lot of websites for products. That's what a lot of customers like to look for, because they want to see what other customers who have purchased the product before them have thought about the product. Obviously, you want to get the best quotes and product reviews up front. And since it's your website, you can control those kind of things. And you want to ask only for necessary info. Never ask for any info that you don't absolutely need from the customer, because the more info you require from them, the less likely they are to give it. And then you also want to be able to optimize the past. So you never want to delete old content. Always want to show development and show that your product and both your company have been growing. It shows history and it shows development. It also serves as a marketing asset. And 75% of leads actually come from old posts. And that is a very, very, very important factor when coming into creating your website and your landing page. And then just to conclude the chapter real quick, it's about search engines and how to reach your buyers directly, building an efficient and effective landing page, utilizing past data and content as a marketing asset, constantly staying active and being aware of shifts in the market and adapting to those shifts in algorithms, and building your website to work best for all of those factors.
Chapter 14 talks about the concept of mobile marketing. Mobile communication has made marketing for companies easier since people can view content outside of their homes and all over the world. An example of this is the Starbucks mobile payment app. This app makes buying and paying for coffee so much easier, as well as promotes the Starbucks brand outside of the store. Another example of this could be a mom shopping for groceries on her iPhone while waiting to pick up her kids at school. She could do all of her shopping in 5 minutes mobilely and have her groceries delivered by the time she gets home. This is a good way for stores to promote their company by being easy and efficient for customers. Mobile marketing requires a mobile-friendly and easy experience for the user. This can be seen through food delivery apps such as Postmates, Uber Eats, and the Domino's delivery app. These apps are a way for restaurants to market their food through easy search and delivery. A smooth and easy process via mobile devices is essential for creating a user-friendly experience. Chapter 23 is all about search engine marketing. Search engine marketing is a great way for companies to promote their product and grow their business. People who are searching for specific things can easily Google and immediately find what they're looking for. For example, if someone is looking to buy a house, they can easily just type in 3-bedroom house for sale in Orange, California, and immediately have results at their fingertips. Companies pay to have their ad appear at the top of a search engine page when a user types in a keyword. If someone's typed in the best coffee near me, Starbucks and Fogos appear at the top because they paid to have their site at a high rank. If you type in Christmas sweaters, the 2 top sites that come up are Tipsy Elves and JCPenney because, again, they paid to have their site appear at the top. If you want your company to be well known and successful, you're going to need to pay for SEO in order to outrank your competitors.